Clooney and others have had my place in Vegas vandalized with Bob's ex and Offspring. And can you believe they stole all that work for me? We pay our taxes, and they're here trying to kill me on my own property. And the guy out back is wearing Jurassic Park shirts that killed my dog. And people are following me out of the country. We're in Jurassic Park, chasing me, hunting me like Spielberg. Spielberg sent me a friend request. Can you believe that humans behave this way? But if you want to really use evidence, I could cream Clooney, but I didn't. I got a lawyer named Stephen Lowe, and it proved that his company stole it. But then it proves that that Soderbergh, his partner, had Sasha Grey over to entertain men in Ukraine. She's a porn woman that works for him. But the pilot Talbot Brett's met with in town is friends with Clooney, and he books talent out of Las Vegas. And she met this guy in town. And there's so many linkages here that if you want to put it together, there's solid hard drive evidence that they were over there at the time that the theater fire was reenacted from Inglourious Basterds to make sacrifices while Sasha Grey was there. It was all like coven rituals. You know, I'm tired of Clooney appearing in my life, and I'm tired of the things he's doing, and he thinks he's big stuff whenever he and Tarantino and all them put the crap they're doing in their movies that they do to me and other people. And it's horrifying, really, that he would actually use 2 Frankie Valli songs I have on MySpace and my page after he sends me a friend invite as George Clooney and starts talking to me. But I deleted him when he was signing his letters GC because I thought he might be impersonating Miss John Saul until I saw him put the songs in the movie. But I'm not going to be browbeat. I'm not going to have you ruin 25 years of my life and then try to murder me in the end when I had all this shit to seal your fate. And if you weren't a part of all this, even with solid proof that you are, then you wouldn't have had my safety deposit box raided because you run Kentucky, more or less. Nobody else could do it. And Scotty McGahey had the dialogue I had on my computer before Dark Knight came out because I knew y'all were going to steal part of that. And you played Dark Knight. And then Scotty said, even though he could prove it with hard drive evidence, you were taking stuff from me because I set you up. I said, I want you to hold the hard drive. They're going to put it in the movie. You tried to run me down in my car that night after somebody named Lord Ethan on MySpace, Dominion Lord Ethan, sent me an invite. And then whenever I wouldn't join the dark side, he said, we're going to kill you then, Luke Skywalker. And they tried that night in the car. But Scotty said, we can't touch him. Even though you got hard drive evidence that stuff appeared in Dark Knight before the movie was done because you knew they were going to use it because they stole all your other stuff, I can't touch them. They're protected. It's the government. They're protected. But the evidence is still out there. And it also was copyright protected. And I didn't use it, Clooney. And I told you at the time I had it, but you go and paralyze my father when I go to the FBI and try to get them to take it. I went to the FBI while I'm out there in Virginia I already went to Kentucky. They wouldn't take it. So I go to FBI in Virginia. I call them by phone and say, can I meet with you? And at that time, you paralyzed my dad in the hospital. You are the devil. You say you're a vampire.